We're going to find out if the stories here are true
or if they're BS.
BS. Hey, this is Scott. I'm at the Monte Vista Hotel in Flagstaff, Arizona. I have booked both the Gary Cooper and the John Bon Jovi room tonight. I'm here to find out if they're haunted or if it's all BS. So it's nighttime. I can't see anything in here. Given all the lights that are around me, the light mixed with the darkness, I can't adjust properly. So I legitimately cannot see whether or not the chair is rocking. I'm gonna have to look at the IR video next to me to determine that. So I can't even see if you are rocking. But if you're using energy over there, you should be able to make that green light flash. Can you intentionally try to make the green light flash? You'll make it flash another shade of green. If you put enough energy into it, it can go yellow, orange, and red. It does not do blue or purple. Those are the only colors of the rainbow it's missing. All right, so something else people might mistake, just to debunk this one, is there is a tree, and I think I can get, yeah, you can see the tree on here. There's a tree right outside the window. As it moves, it's covering lights. You can see up there. Oh, sorry. You can see up there the lights. As the tree moves, you can see it covering it or not. So the crazy impact it has is it makes it look like there are shadows, movements, light, whatever coming from the mirror. So I could easily, very easily see someone who's perhaps waking up from a deep sleep, or they've heard the stories, too nervous to sleep. Maybe they ate some spicy food or something before bed, wake up in the night groggy, half asleep, look at the window where the air conditioning unit is, see the shadows from the tree, and make something out of that. I could see that being a thing. Um, there's just a lot of light tricks. I will say the portrait right here is no, you can't see it on my phone, but it's no longer red. It is just regular color. Um, Actually, you know what I can do? There's no reason I can't do this, I think. Yeah, there we go. I can just turn on the light. That's not a big deal. Um, so, yeah. I don't think I've ever done that. Why haven't I done this before? If you could sit in the rocking chair in front of me here, like I said, also playing with the light, you can see the reflection from the mirror on the lampshade. Um, just high quality shadowing. Um, I'll tell you, if you're struggling to put energy into that black box or into the rocking chair, like if you're really struggling to put that much energy in, I get it. Um, if you barely touch that blue ball on the dresser, it should move and roll off, or like roll in general. So I was just downstairs. I talked to the night shift worker, not the midnight shift worker, but the night shift worker. He's here until midnight. When I first checked in at 2:30, I also talked to the desk lady, and both of them are telling me stories of things that they kind of know are supposed to happen in these rooms. Um, I keep looking over there just in case it starts rocking, so like I'm looking over there. Um, but yeah, so I got this little kind of guide sheet to the haunted stuff. Um, in this room 305, there was the story of someone who had a nightmare about a woman beckoning them to the window. Um, Maybe it was 306. This was one of these two rooms. Spurred him having two rooms. And yeah, I'm interested, but yeah, I've kind of already had one nightmare on this trip that was kind of freaky. But um, the thing about this customer with the story was they checked out in the middle of the night. This was a couple of years back apparently, and then a few months after that, another guest with the same exact story asked to check out in the middle of the night. So those are kind of the weird things that occur here. The rocking chair rocks by itself apparently. Um, it says here that in room 306, men will feel a hand around their throat and a hand over their mouth when they sleep. And they struggle to go back to sleep after that happens. If that does occur and I find myself not able to sleep, I might just switch rooms to try to sleep in here. Maybe the rocking chairs start rocking, who knows. But if I can go back to sleep, I will. Oh yeah, in the lobby, the day shift worker said that she has seen a person on like her periphery, and that a hotel guest once said, "Did you see that ghost right beside you?" or something along those lines. And she had that personal experience. She always hears voices, things knocking, things like that. She's heard knocking coming from the opposite end of these doors. On that note, let me go check the other room real quick. Now, there is a bar downstairs that's pretty active right now. Got it. Figured it out. All right, so back on me. So I've heard that a lot. Now I might have someone in the floor above me. I actually need to ask if there are 4 stories or if there's 3 stories or what that situation is. But it sounds like it's a plumbing line going through the wall. So if you hear knocking, scratching, thumping, thudding in a room, it's probably plumbing from another floor. That's someone backing up in the street or on the road. But yeah, so I got those stories. Um, Another weird story I got was very recently a guy was sleeping in the room I'm in right now, which is 306. I moved rooms chasing that sound down, which it's definitely plumbing things. This bathroom does connect to 305's bathroom, so I assume that it's like 105, 205, 305, if there's a 405, 405, and it's all one line. But yeah, so this guy is like, oh, I was attacked in 306. And she showed me the picture of like scratches like in this area right here. Um, I don't know. Here's the thing. Like, if I do that, and well, it's hard to, yeah, see. You might can see it from that angle. Like you can see the scratch right there, right? And that's just for me going like that really quickly. Um, oh, wow, it's getting really good now. So that's just me doing it to myself, right? So scratching, yeah, if you immediately touch the spot, you kind of leave it open for that interpretation of maybe it's not paranormal. Um, Hello, and thanks for watching. My cat was being crazy, so I had to pick him up. Um, so this is Leaf. You've met him before. Um, yeah, Hotel Monte Vista. Awesome place. Love the atmosphere. I really do appreciate the gratitude I was shown there. Being able to walk through the tunnels, I kind of got to investigate all floors of the hotel. Um, it was a good time. I got to go down to the bar, enjoy a couple of drinks, listening to drunk people do karaoke. It was karaoke night. And that was hilarious. So I did all that and had my investigation, spent the night there. I did have cameras rolling all night, and I caught absolutely nothing. I know you guys could see that there were dust particles and a few bugs here and there, like little gnats or whatever. Um, I know some of you believe they're orbs. I am not in that camp. I believe that there's just nothing there to present those little moving things as anything but dust and particles, sometimes bugs. Um, so yeah, I caught some of that. You could see that in the videos. I had no audio evidence. Nothing moved. I didn't have nightmares. None of the stories applied to me. I was able to debunk a lot of the sounds that came from the hotel. 90% of it was either plumbing or the sound carrying of people walking down the hallways. So, like, if people were walking toward my room down the hallway, my door would sometimes rattle if their steps were really heavy. So, like, you might mistake that for someone scratching on your door, knocking at your door. So, yeah, all those things happened. It was a good time, though. I would love to go back to Flagstaff. I would love to stay there. Um, yeah, it was a wonderful place. So, um, nothing but positive things to say. I definitely can't call it haunted. I didn't get anything that suggests that it is. So that's kind of my stance on it. But thanks for watching. I gotta go take care of this little gremlin. And as always,
Sleep tight.
Here's the door.